Hello, everybody. We're here early. Like I said, I want to get on here so I can share this to my Mountain Cow Creation page. The regular internet, it's on the slow side. So when you come in, tell me you're here. We know where you're from. God, sorry. Turn off my notifications. Oh, that's all we need is something dinging. Oh. Okay. Hello, hello. Forgot to put it on the chat. Goodness gracious. Hello, I'm good, Liz. How are you? Missed a bunch of people because I forgot to put it on the chat. Okay, so let's get into here. I can see more. I decided to go against my hat today, as you can tell. My hair's starting to get a little longer. Well, thank you. Hello, everybody. Kind of letting this hair grow out. And you know how it is when you let it grow out. And it's never like had any body whatsoever. It was always just like flat as a board. And now it's like it flips out on the ends and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, hello, Denise from Vermont. Yeah, still in West Virginia. It'll probably be here probably a couple more weeks. Sister finally we got everything like out of the U-Haul and we're starting to put the rooms together. I got Jace's, my nephew's, his room painted and we got it all situated and how we wanted it, stuff hung up on the walls, and so now I gotta start on my niece's. So hopefully, fingers crossed, get it done soon. Plus I got several orders I gotta do for here too before I go back, so which is a good thing. Yay! Okay, so we'll quit yapping. I got that to finally do. So, alright. Well, hello, Georgia. Hello, Marianne. Hello, Mama Jean. Hello, Diana. Hey, everybody. Okay, so this is gonna be like my version of a butterfly kit, I guess. Let's fix that butterfly. This one. Got a weird wing on it. But so I'm gonna hello, Miss Michelle. Yes, they are. Get more hair than I did in Vermont. So anyhow, I received the monarch butterfly kit. You'll see. I'm sure y'all have seen several of them being done and people posting them. So I'm not gonna do it on the oval board though. I had the idea of doing it on 2 rectangle boards. So let me bring it over, kind of show you a little bit here. So put it on 2 rectangle boards. I used the mesh that come in, the thing. If y'all want to, find this and the sign and the ribbon, I'll read them off to y'all. That way, if you want, I'll all this, then, you know, because I know like craft outlet, several places actually, um, they sell this sign, and it's a wooden like sign, MDF, whatever you want to call it. So of course it's not something that can like go out in the weather. It's got to be like on a covered porch or inside. So, uh, but there's that. But and this mesh, um, it's like a poly mesh. It's like green and got a little bit of white going through it. Um, and the number for it is RE8902X for it. So there's that. Um, and then there's this really pretty orange with a tan brown scallop edge to it. It's RGA 154120 for it. I don't know. I think it stayed blurred. I held it too close, but and then you can find this ribbon I know about anywhere too. It's right, but it is RGE 1514C2. This is 2.5. The other is 1.5. So there's that. And I'm going to be adding some to it in the bows when I do the bows here in a bit. And you can also get these cute butterflies about anywhere too. Little monarch butterflies. This one I'm going to have to, I don't know. It's got something funky going on with it here. I don't know if it's, anyway, I'll fix it later. But, of course it come like with a orange bush, which, of course I took apart, made my own picks. Right. I figured y'all was kind of darn at saying that, but let's see. Uh, Neither one of those is part of the tape. Well, I'm sure y'all seen Lori. She sent a thing. It was a bush. It had 3 different branches to it. Well, I just took those branches and broke them down further, and then just again kind of made my own little picks out of them. And I had the daisies and this fern type stuff that I added to it myself. And of course made some more picks. This yellow flower I added to it as well. So there's those. And of course that same bush I showed you all from Joann's. I finally used one bush up of it today, and I still got this one and another one. So I mean, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 different wreaths with it. So I mean, there's a lot on this, and that's why I go for stuff that's like a bunch of bushes. That way you can, you know, get a good bit out of it. And here's I actually got this from a D-Stash group, but I'm sure you can find it on any probably like Deco Exchange or whatever. I'm sure you can find it if you wanted to use it, but I got it from a D-Stash group, but that's what I used in with it. I love this. And it kind of matched like the helped with the fern on the sign. So okay, let's get started. Move some of this stuff out of the way here though. I will say for this, I used the 2 rectangle boards, Unique Creek rectangle boards. And I think it's going to be a total of, I think, 16 mesh ruffles, 12 on the outside of the board. Actually, I think 18, because I don't think 4 is going to cut it in the middle, actually. I think it's going to end up being 6. like 3 on one board and 3 on the other board. So it'll end up being 18 pieces cut at 16 inches for the mesh. And then this ribbon, I cut 6 of those and then 12 of those of the 1.5. So I think I got all that right. I hope anyway. So, okay. Let me bring the board around here if I can. Don't have much room to kind of do everything. And of course, I marked the board. I can't really show you the back on the mesh, but I kind of went through and skipped like 2 holes. So like I'm gonna use, I don't know if y'all can see the X. I'm gonna use that one there, and then skip 1, 2 holes, and then another X. I'll show you once we kind of get this side done, because I already had to do the other side, and I can't really show you that because where I put the extra stuff in. So, but we are going to go ahead to the end of the board here. And yeah. So with this, the way we're doing the ruffle, we're going to use the outside hole. Let's see, try to put it there. Yeah. We're going to use the outside hole and the outside of the board to put our ruffle in. So grab a piece, and you can do this curl side up. You can do this curl side down. It don't really matter, whichever is easier for you. And I'm just doing the straight up ruffle. How to put the boards together? Sorry. I just took the ends of each board and made it to where the two holes overlap. And then I just zip tied them, the 2 middle pieces, if you can see. Sorry, thank you for that question. But that's what I've done. I just took 2 of the rectangle boards and overlapped 2 of the holes and then zip tied them. Okay. Zip tie back in here. Okay. So 16 inches. You're welcome, Lois. And like I said, we're just going to do the ruffles. So make sure you take about 1 inch of the end and then start scrunching right up the middle. And then when you get to this end, make sure you get that end down. That way on your ruffle is where this stuff likes to fray pretty bad. All that is going to be folded under and you won't see it. So we got that. All right. I'm bring it around here. And then of course, kind of make sure you're, even here. Even Steven. Once you get it on the board, you can kind of curl it under a little more. So then I'm just going to take it. I'm going to kind of push this up and zip tie it in here. Zip tie around there. On around where it's at the edge of the board. Cut off our zip tie. I'm going to take this, tuck it under. All right. So there's that. I'm getting one side longer in the other, didn't I? Sheesh. Where this. Hopefully. It was sore when I laid it down there. That was even. Alright. We're just gonna have to cut the zip tie. I didn't get it even. And add another one to the edge of the board. It was just that end there, actually. I think it was the whole thing. That end just needed pulled up, but alright. So just back in here. And of course, zip tie backwards. Alright, we're already starting off perfect. One of our ends are free. Okay. Round 2. Let's see. That's already. That's just that. Okay. There we go. Fine. Hello. Telling you. Alright. Cut that. We might get there sometime today. It's like a poly burlap, actually. It's called Deco Poly Mesh. I mean, that's, I don't know. I'll give you the number. It's RE8902TX, Marianne. It's really pretty. I love the green color for sure, and I mean, that's really a pretty color. I love it. Okay, so I used a daisy here, so I'm going to grab, let's see, one of the ones that don't have the daisy in it, because I'm alternating them as I go. So, and I'm going to grab a ribbon. And of course, y'all, since the butterfly is a directional ribbon, I want my butterflies to go the same way. So I'll show you how to do that. All right, so when you do have directional ribbons, such as this, cut it 15 inches, not 14, cut it 15 inches, and then cut it in half. That way you have kind of that 3/4 of an inch or whatever to overlap. So go to like 7.5 and cut it again. Okay. Then cut your dovetails. Make sure you're going the right way. Remember, I want it going the right way. So there's that one. And then some scissors. Forget where they don't want to cut. Okay. And on me, this is the type of material where the edges, and then I'll just kind of go along this because it wants to fray a little bit too. So I'll singe my edges, and don't set in one spot too long or you will like singe in there. All right, this one you don't have to because it's, you know. Okay, so then since we got the directional ribbon, you take it and I'm just going to line it up, get my edge to the 14 here, my edge, the points on the 1 or 0 rather, 14, and then you got about 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch overlapping. Make sure they're facing the opposite way and come in with your 14-inch 1.5 and just kind of put it on there, and you already know your center because you got it laying down here. You just scrunch it up, bring it up, and of course, make sure they're even. If not, adjust this down here. All right. I love this ribbon combination. It's so pretty. Love it, love it, love it. All right, and I'm going to get a rubber band. Go ahead and put a rubber band around it. Hello, Regina. I like really love this ribbon combination. It's so pretty. All right, so now we got that. We're ready to get everything put on here. Now, we end up using the hole on the outside of the board, okay? Now for this, thanks, Marianne, we're gonna have to use I'm gonna do the middle holes on the end of the board, okay? Put our zip tie in. Because you can't zip tie the flowers. You can the ribbon, but you can't zip tie the flowers in with the mesh like that using the hole in the edge. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna close it just a bit. All right, and grab my flowers here and slide them down in here. This right here. Think I have it out. If not, I can always go back and fix it. Right? Might be too long, but I can always go back and fix it. And I should have put the ribbon in there, but oh well. It's alright. Sorry that down. So I'll just take another zip tie, go right over top of that, which you don't have to. You could have put the ribbon right on in there. Like me, I wasn't thinking truly. But let's do another one right over top. That's going to come right in with this. Go right up to your rubber band, which it's about, I'll say almost an inch, 3/4, almost an inch, with the little nubbin on the ribbon. Right, and then I'm going to have to move that over because that done slid. Want to and much. I knew it was going to. Fix that. Separate these a little bit. Let me go back. I'm just going to have to zip tie through that. Get it pulled over this thing. It's the only thing about the edge on the sides. Everything wants to lean the way you want to put your zip, or the way you put your zip tie, I should say. So for these daisy ones, I kind of had to put a zip tie this way and a zip tie this way. Of course, your ribbon, you just manipulate it your way. So you want to put that back on there. And I'll show you again when we get over here on this side of that. It's just hoping and praying it wouldn't show, but it's. Alright. So here on the corner, I'm going to put in, let's see, oh, that's alright. I took a piece of that, more here. But anyway, what's that? Sorry, guys. Yes, I get that. When you, oh, there we go. Anyway, get rid of that. What their point was. But I'm gonna have to take this bottom piece off of it though, which I'll use that piece on something. I know. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and one of our butterflies. All right, get a zip tie, and I'm going to use the corner of the board hole. See if y'all can see that corner of the board, and then the next hole. And these ones, I do kind of have to use some hot glue to keep it held to the board so it don't come out. That's just because there's nothing else under it to hold it. Like whereas the others, it has the mesh and ribbons and all that. So we're just going to take this, slide it in there, and I'm going to kind of angle it kind of towards the corner. And then I'm also going to take my butterfly. That's where I'm originally from, is West Virginia. Of course, I'm here at my parents', so I'm a huge Mountaineer fan too. So, all right. And then zip tie that as tight as you can get it. But like I said, I'm gonna add some hot glue to that so it don't come out. Because it's all thin and so got my hot glue gun here. And we're just gonna put some glue on this side of the zip tie, some glue on that side. That way we know it isn't going to go anywhere. Come on. Okay, I hope. If not, I can bend it. All right. So there's how I done that. Well, hello, Stacy. Hello, hello, hello. Well, thanks everybody for sprinkling. I appreciate it. All right. So we're gonna grab another one of our 16-inch pieces of mesh, and we're just gonna ruffle it. Like I said, you can do it over, you can do it under, but just make sure when you get to the edge, your cut edges are facing down. That way you don't see the cut edges, because this stuff, see, that's good at fraying. And I'm not going to wood burn it just because those edges are underneath and you're not going to see it. So, all right, so there's that. All right, grab us a zip tie. Put it here in my, let's see, put that one. See, sorry, trying to figure out this mesh stuff. Should have put the extra right on the hole is what I should have done. Yep, yep. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Now let's take all this, bring it around, tuck that over there. Needs to be on top of the other petal. Just tuck these sides under and pull the mesh over to the outer side of the board and pull tight. All right. So that. All right. Separate a little more. Butterfly up a little in the air. All right. And again, I'm going to start off on this side, I think, with the daisy one. Again, probably have to go the opposite way too. That way it keeps it here in the middle. So I'm going to start with the one there. Grab one of my daisies. And we're going to slide it in here. Bring it out about there. And I might as well, I can already tell I'm going to zip tie this. So I'm going to go ahead and, alright, let me show you what I'm. Since when I pull this zip tie, it's going to want to pull this over to this side. So I'm going to take this zip tie. I know we're getting into being complicated, aren't we? I'm going to go right over the zip tie we used for the butterfly and the other one. That way, when I pull this one, it's going to keep it right there in the middle. All right. Something I learned today. So make sure you're going through both zip ties. All right, I think we're good there. So I'm going to go ahead and zip tie one up. See, it's already pulled it over. It's okay. But I need to get a ribbon and I'm going to go ahead and stick it in the other zip tie. So this one is 14 inches long. All right. Middle. Scratch it up and I'm going to go ahead and rubber band it too, since it's just easier to stick it through the zip tie with the little nubby already made. And I'm only using one ribbon on this one. It's just too much if I use both. So slide that one in and pull this zip tie. And this is the only one you really have to do it with. I don't know why. The other ones come out fine, the bigger ones, so I don't know. It didn't really make much sense to me, but for some reason, I guess maybe because they're bigger, I don't know. Okay. So that kept it in the middle. That's okay. Let's bring this on over there. Just got that good little curve. Get your flowers how you want them a little bit there. All right, move on to the next one. Cut our zip ties. I'm still not get that one pulled. Yeah, it did. Look like it. But... All right. So next one. Let's see. All right, we are going to be the mesh. And then I'm going to put a piece in here so we can add this one greenery. I have to glue. So let's see. Cut off a branch of it here. And then I'm going to break it on down. All right, we got the upper. I try to do about 4 of these. Of course, I'm going to have to pull one off just so it'll fit down in the zip tie. And then I'm going to cut down below that. All right. And then I'm just going to cut that little nub off there. All right. And then I'm going to come in here. We're going to add this. That way it kind of fills in the holes between each flower bundle and mesh piece. Give it some more, make it fuller, make it more pretty. And then of course I'm going to have to glue that a little bit. The zip tie can only do so much. I mean, it's in there, but I want to make sure. So I am going to glue it out. All right. It does. I love this color. And of course, got all this sure one. We'll have to move that ribbon. I don't know. Go to put the mesh in there for the middle. Might have it. So okay. And again, get this. The mesh is cut at 16 inches. We're just ruffling it up. Nothing special. Just make sure you fold them ends under. All right. Hello, everybody. Stack over here. Bring it up. Make sure it's even. It looks even. Again, just the one hole and the outside of the border. All right. And pull that tight. Cut that off. Just make sure your edges are curled under. All right. And then bring this under there. All right. Again. Do the 2 edge holes. So close it. Set it to the side. Grab our butterfly ribbon. And again, like I said, since it's directional, I figured I'd show you all this a couple times. Cut it at 15 inches. Come over here and cut it at 7.5. That way when we put it, it's gonna go the same way. All right. So, I don't know. Directional ribbon, I've always got my shell in my head. It needs to go the right way. You don't want butterflies here, there, and yonder. Unless that's the look you want to go for. That's fine. But I'm kind of anal when it comes to this. So it is a good thing Michelle, showed me how to do it. So, so there's that one. Again, I like to burn the edges just so that they don't spray. All right. There's that one. I want to grab that one. And again, line the points up to the 0, overlap, and put the points on 14. Got that. And bring in your 1.5 inch. And you've already got it on the 7. You know where the middle is. You don't have to fold it. Bring it around. I know, right, Marianne? Trust me, the shell's in my head on this directional ribbon, which, like I said, I'm anal and want it to look right too. So, hey, you devil, hey, I've burnt some ribbon now. Let me tell you, it's practice, dude. I just don't like them edges right. So, yeah, it aggravates me. OCD, okay? OCD. All right, so there is that. I'll bring this back since we've done the daisy. I'm gonna grab the one with the yellow flower in it and part of the bush that come with this. So we're just gonna take this and lay it down in here where I think it should go. Ribbon in here. Zip tie it up. I mean, even to this day, like, I'll get to where, like, yeah, I've burned it and I've had to recut the ribbon. I'm just like you all. Trust me, I'm just like you all. Things happen to me too. Just deal with it and go on. Thankfully, I've not had it to happen live. But if it did, then yeah. Come on. I'll let you all the way down there. I'll you up here. I have to moosh down your mesh a little bit. Alright. So then I'm gonna do next 2 holes. And add our greenery bush. Again, take the piece I just had and take the bottom off. You can take 3, you can do 4, you can do 5, whatever you feel froggy and doing. But this is just how I'm gonna do it. So slide in here. Cut that off a little bit. The mesh. You're good. That's what replays are for, but trust me, I'll be doing this several more times. Well, I had half of it done. You're not having to sit here and watch me on my phone. And again, back in here. All right. Well, it's these, as we were talking, you know, hillbilly, and you said you were redneck, and so, well, you know, mine's back holler hillbilly redneck. So, all right. Then there's my X. So, just gonna put a zip tie in there. Have it ready. Grab our mesh. Let's cut it 16 inches, and we're just gonna do the ruffle. Again, when you do the beginning, make sure you put the cut edge on the bottom. When you get over here to the end, make sure you put the cut edge on the bottom. Just take these, hold them up. You know, I did post on my page, like, how to talk West Virginia, so I don't think Froggy was on there, but it should be. We do say that. Whatever, you know, whatever makes you froggy. Meaning whatever, you know, suits you. Let's see. Alright. I think I just gotta take this, bring it around, just manipulate it, bring it around, and we want that underneath. And there we go. There's that one. There. Alright, so now we're doing one of the daisy ones. So grab it. And grab my 2 zip ties, because again, we're gonna have to put one way, one the other way. That way it's not pulling it and getting it too close to either side. That way it don't look out of place. Second zip tie. It up through. It's all good. What replays are for. Alright, so we got that. Now we need our 1.5 inch. Bring it up, hold it in half, scrunch it. And I know I don't have to rubber band it, but to me it's just easier. Right. See what I got put in there. Keep together, not having to keep a hold of it, worry about it falling apart. Okay. So again, the one with the daisy. Oh, it's definitely, that's the same Marianne. Trust me. It's definitely the same Marianne. Okay, and again, since I put both them zip ties in there, we gotta make sure and put this through both of them. That way it will keep this in the middle. And it's not tugging it to one side or the other. Alright, let's put that on. We're gonna need it there. So make sure you get it through both zip ties. I'm gonna go ahead and close the one. See how it jerked it over? I don't know if y'all can see too well or not. So bring this one over. Should jerk it back. I'm gonna go ahead and slide the ribbon in on this side. Alright. Just pull them as tight as you can get them. Alright. Still may have to kind of make that a bit. And a butterfly ribbon on top. Yeah. Cut those off. And again, that's just on these smaller picks. I don't know why. It tends to pull it one way or the other, but it does. So that's my solution to it. So hello, Miss Judy Baker. Okay. Might have got that too high, but let's push it down. Okay. There's that, and again, we're gonna come right beside that. And we can put our little greenery in there. Alright. Close it a bit. And grab another stem of this. I use both. And there, so I'll take the fifth one off. There. Yes, and open it up just a little. Manipulate it a little. Alright. And we're going to slide it right on in here. And we want it to where it's like out here kind of even with everything else. This one's gonna be tricky. Should have got it the other way. Cut away the board. We put them together. That's alright. We'll keep it held down where it should. There's that. With strings. Okay. Which is cool because you could use it for the 10-inch mesh too, can't you? I assume so anyway. Wouldn't see why not. Okay, so there's that. There's it tied. There where my X is. Oh, well, that's cool. Thanks for the info, Nancy. 2 rolls of a 10-inch. Oh, yeah. Do the math, KERI. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, I'm not with it today, as you all can tell. Holy crackle. Alright. So 16-inch. Just do the ruffle. Make sure it's fold these ends under. Right. Slide this back over. Hello, Miss Tracy. And of course, I put it on the zip tie on and let it twist around there wrong. I scooted it. Alright, get around. We're using the hole in the outside edge of the board. Zip it too far, make sure they're even, and they are. More tight. Zip tie off. We're going to take this, stick it under our greenery we just put in. Make that all poofy, bushy. Alright, so there's that. It's our ribbon. Always fluffing that ribbon. Okay. That one back out of the way. And let's go ahead and get our last butterfly. Like I said, cut it at 15 inches if it's directional ribbon. If it isn't, you can cut it at 14. From up here at 7.5, cut it and dovetail it with the butterflies going up. Alright. Tail this side. Again. That's something I'll have to wait till I get home and get, though. I've already got enough going back in my cart. All the supplies I've bought to do things here, and mercy, y'all. Never thought I'd be here this long. Alright. There. Here. Alright. That there. Just scrunch it. Bring it around. Right. A triple one that folds? Alright, Nancy. What's a triple one that folds? Oh, he is. Kind of got into it today. I need you coming home, dude. Like, I'm trying my best, okay? I can't. I'm sorry. Things are a little beyond my control, and doing things the best I can, as fast as I can. Like, I want to be home too, you know. Okay. So, and again, for these bigger picks, I don't have to worry about doing the 2 zip ties for some reason. Oh my gosh. We are too much in each other's heads, Mary. We really are. Really are. Okay. I'll grab this. Put it in our zip tie. Too far. Put that down. Our ribbon. Slide it under. Zip tie that up. A little freaky, ain't it, Mary? It's just awesome. We think a lot alike and do things a lot alike. Okay. Last one. Thank goodness. Oh, mesh ribbon. Oh, wow, Nancy. Marianne, you'll have to get that site and then send me the link. I do need a ribbon holder. like, I have one that come with my stow and go, easy bow maker, but I always forget about it, and then it always falls off the table, and I have a hard time with stuff. Okay, zip tie, get here by my X. Down. Tie it up just to here. Make sure we got the edges even. Do. Go ahead and tie it on up. Alright. We're gonna take this side. Get under all that. We're gonna put in our. Wait a minute. I should have went one more fold. Shouldn't I? Oh my goodness. Yes, I should have. You have to go one more fold over. Okay, good thing these are zip ties. Whack this one off of her. Okay. I'll make it a little more difficult on me, but that's it. Get my rid of this hole. Stick the mesh in. So man, that's awful close to that. Now I know what. Need to put my greenery in. That's why. Okay. Still tuck that under there. Oh, Lori's kit comes with an oval board. Yes, it comes with an oval board, but I wanted to do a rail. I wanted to be different. Yeah, I did forget my greenery. So I wanted, since I already had that folded, that's what I was saying. I messed up there. Thank you, Denise. I did. I screwed up. Okay, so we'll get it here eventually. I promise. Okay, so we'll just go back in here. Get our zip tie, stick it in here. Close it up a little bit. Oh, well, thank you, Nancy. Appreciate that. Piece. Yes, it is. All right. Just go under here. Add that in there. Tie it on up. All right. And then our glue in there. Make sure it stays. All right. Glue strings. Okay. All right. Whew. Something down. I'll make it, Mom. All right, and again, this is going to be the daisy one. So I have to do the 2 zip ties so it'll keep it in place. And again, I don't know why. I guess because it's a thinner pick. Stick my finger in the loop. And it don't move it like it does this one. So we'll have one tie going that way, and one tie going this way, and make sure our stem is through both of them. All right, so there's both zip ties. my ribbon. It's at 14 for this piece. Again, rip around. Where you're using the 2 holes on the edge of the board and there's like nothing with it, it kind of can slide and I don't want it to fall out. So I put a touch of glue in there to make sure that it doesn't fall out. Because it's real easy to, well, it's not real easy, but like it could, move and I don't want it to move. Now, if it was with like a piece of mesh or, the other stuff, I wouldn't have to put that in there. But I am putting that in there to make sure it doesn't come out. So, well, hello, Maya. How's my beautiful lady today? Just like this. Like, I don't understand why. Like, just doing one zip tie and it pulls it that way. So if I do 2 and make sure it goes in both, have one going this way, one going this way, it keeps it in the middle. Whereas when I've done the thicker one, it doesn't pull it that way. I don't know why. I guess because this is thinner and these are thicker. I don't really know. So today I was like, well, I wonder what will happen if I put 2 and it pulls it both ways. Will it keep it in the middle? And it did. So that's why I'm doing this way. So, and again, make sure your stem goes through both. And, like when you're sewing stuff, you don't want things to come off. I mean, it probably wouldn't, but I don't want to take that chance either. So, okay, I think that's in there. Got through both. Go ahead and zip up one. See, I don't know if y'all can tell, but it's already pulled it that way. All right, I'm gonna get our ribbon, stick it in this other one, and zip tie it. That way it'll pull it back this way. Like, I don't know, just weird. I'm telling you. Weird, weird. And then just swoop your ribbon a bit, of course. There we go. Now, so many leaves there. How that stem a little bit. Which I know once I get the mesh on, it'll add a little more. Okay, what's this coming over? A bit. So that a little more. Okay, and again, we're back to our corner. That's where I'm going to put more of the greenery and our butterfly. Oh, thank you, Mama Jean. I like watching all of this too when I can. Usually have to watch replays with my Unique and the Creek gang. I just, with the way everything is here, trying to get everybody situated and here, there, and Jace just started baseball. So now I got to factor in baseball into the schedule, taking him, dropping him off, picking him up. Make sure somebody there to do all that. Right. Stick this in. And of course, I also want to have a bow down here, so that'll also do things too. Like where you kind of see the stem here. Of course, that pulled my ribbon over a bit. It was too hard to kind of get the ribbon through both. Why it's poopy. More in here. And last but not least, just the wire on this. I don't mind going when it's warm, but up there where he's at, like the wind blows a good bit because it's up on a hill. Even though it was a warm day, the wind was blowing, and I know yesterday it was cold. Oh my goodness, like he was at the batting cages yesterday. I was like, there's no way. I'm not staying. I'm sorry. It's too cold. Not doing it. I wussed out. Told him I loved him, and I would be back to pick him up later. So, like a huge. Yeah, ribbon. I don't even know. I'll have to. There we go. Manipulate it around here. Alright. Finally. I'll go ahead and glue that too. I love going and watching them play. You know, it's Little League. So, I love watching them. Last year, they made him a catcher. I don't know what they'll do this year with him. I'm curious to see. They said they had them all rotating today positions, so because I did have him on first, and then something happened, and they ended up making him a pitcher. Come on. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we got this big, huge thing done. Now we're gonna do the centerpieces. We're just gonna do them the same way. Ruffle them to fill in the middle so we can put our sign on. Probably should have done the zip tie first, but I'll set it down. Gauge where to put this too. All right, bring us down here. That looks good. So I'm gonna go. You got the edge of the board. Oh, I can't see. Edge of the board right here, and we're gonna go There'll be one set of hole, two set of hole, and the third set of hole. So it'll be row C. All right. There's it time there. Just wasn't sure like how close to put it. So oh no, we'll have to do another one on this. Always forget that. Telling you, rectangle board, there's a lot of crap to go with it. Figure out. Okay, so I'm gonna do another one. Rubber band here. Yeah, I use my teeth. Alright, that should be it actually. That rubber band will hold it or not. But... okay. So go ahead and close this a little bit. Like I said, it's the third row back. So I'm slide that down in there. Make sure our edges are under. Come on, cooperate with me here. Down. Alright, now I don't know if we're going to do another 3 holes or not. Like I said, I don't know. I've not really done enough of these to have a pattern in my head, kept in my head, so to say. So just kind of wing it a bit. Figure it out as you go. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, everybody. Again, get our nub. Your hands under. That's what I'm afraid of. Damn it, holding the shoot on me. More. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go on up 3 more rows of holes to letter I. We're gonna stick the zip tie on row I. Put this in. Right. I haven't closed it. I did the last one. Right. Sure, nice and tight. Just like the other one. Yeah. Manipulate your ruffle a little bit. Alright. We'll just go ahead and go 3 more rows. And yeah, because that one, okay. We'll go ahead and do 3 more rows. Then we'll have to do the reverse on the opposite side. So, here where it's connected in the middle. Might have cut enough mesh. Wasn't sure 6 pieces would work here in the middle or not, but it looks like it's going to. Right, close that. Grab another piece of our mesh. Ruffle it. So again, we will have to have a total of 18 ruffles cut at 16 inches. And We still have like that much left of the roll. Perfect for some wreaths. So I thought about going 18 and then I was like, wasn't sure how many I was gonna have to have in the middle, so I was like, we'll keep it at 16. Well, I know I'll definitely have some left over if I need to make more than just 3 in the middle, then that'll work. So sorry, keep forgetting I've got my phone instead of my actual camera. So be mindful to try and keep in the frame. I keep forgetting. Okay, so now we're gonna have to do the opposite. My butterflies ain't showing up. Pull up a bit. Okay, probably should have cut them longer. All right, so we got row 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do the same on this side as we did the other side. Okay. So I'm gonna bring it up, close it a little bit. Blue screen. Ways, make the ruffle. Hands under. Bring it around, fold it. Around it, or a zip tie. Especially if you're making them ahead of time, I'd probably do a zip tie. A rubber band. Because the rubber band don't want to hold the metal down in there too well, whereas a zip tie would. Bring it back over here. Hands are curled under real good. Alright, we're just going to do another 3 rows. Fingers to right. Over here. Band. Horse. All these string deads. Some left here. Oh my goodness. You ain't kidding. Gotta do what you gotta do, that's for sure. For sure, for sure. I do miss my craft room though. I do. Okay. Then of course, 1, 2, 3 for the last one. And our sign's gonna have this, so it ain't gonna matter. About the center part here. We'll finally be done with the mesh. Put our sign on. Do a couple of bows. That is if y'all want to stay here with me while I do the bows. I was going to make them up prior, but then I was like, well, I don't know how big to make them because I'm not sure. I'll stay on here if y'all want to watch me do the bows. If not, then once I get the sign on, I'll just do the bows later. It's up to you all. I keep keeping people on longer than I should, which I did do up a lot of this ahead of time, but great, I'm going to want to take. So tell me what y'all want to do. You want me to stay on here and make the bows with you all? Just put the sign on and be done. Y'all see the finished picture later. Alright, oh my gosh, I can't hardly see the butterfly ribbon. I'm definitely gonna have to do some poofing up. Alright, I'm gonna have to stand up though. Oh, that way I can. Oh yes, there's the we are gonna have to beef up our butterfly ribbon so you can see it a little more. Or short. It's too pretty to hide. Okay. Grab our sign here. I think that's the middle. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to pull this through. Yeah, okay, there's the bottom. Oh no. Definitely gonna have to flip up the butterfly ribbon. Probably should have made it a little longer and pulled the stems out more. I think the sign would hide it that much. This is pretty easy. See? Sit just perfect. Okay. Turn it around. And oh, I think that's going perfect. Just maybe. And of course, you guys, when you go to pull, like on your sign or your bow or whatever, just pull till you meet the resistance of the mesh. Okay? And don't go any further. You don't want to squish it down, mush everything. Just pull till you meet that resistance. All right. Just keep pulling. That's not... There we go. Okay. So there's that. I think. All right. Let me cut off. Ties here because I doubled up on my thing, so I wasn't sure how deep this was going to end up being, so to say. So I went ahead and doubled up on the pipe cleaners. Couple more twists. We're just gonna tuck those ends. I was hoping to put both down one hole, but I don't think that's gonna work. Alright. This one won't work here. So there's that part. Now to do some bows. Okay, you know what? My bow maker. I forgot to grab it. I don't even know where it is. I got that one, but I couldn't really use that one. Hold on. Let me figure out what I got with it. Oh, I see it. There's okay. I have to bring it around here. So sorry. Okay. May have y'all help me out with the bow choices here. Still kind of perturbed. Yep. Okay. So that over just a hair more. And I have to stand up a bit. I want that and that. Okay, y'all. Here's where I was kind of iffy. Okay. Really? Oh, yeah. That is the kit. Yeah. That is the kit. You have plenty. I'm getting ready to do bows. So, okay. I really like this. It's like a meshy, glittery. I don't know. Can y'all see how that's mixed? like a fishnet or whatever. So there's that. There is a bush that come with the kit. It had the orange in it. And then the yellow here, it's Hobby Lobby. And then the daisy ones, it's from a bush from Michael's. One of their spring bushes. And then the fern things with a D-stash, and then that other greenery, of course, is Joanne's. Don't be sorry. Go ahead and ask questions. That's what I'm here for, guys. But that's okay. I had that. Also have this. I got this, but it's more of a silky-like material. I wasn't sure if I really like that or not. But I think I really want to try this and see what it looks like. Me too, Marianne. It's the only time they come out with it is at Christmas at Hobby Lobby. And I love it. Okay. So, should I use this one? Or just stick with the 3? Like, do them 3. Or add that one in and do the 4. What do y'all think? 4 or 3? 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. Let me know. 3. Or take this one out. I know, right, Marianne? Michelle says 4, 3, 3. Okay, goodness, 3 it is then. Designer's choice. I don't know. I'm afraid of getting too much in there. I know the black's gonna make it pop. Okay, everybody's saying 3, so we'll stick with the 3 here. Okay. So, I think I'll be able to go over 4 inches. And I think I'm going to do a funky bow at the top and maybe a bow with, oh, I know you, Marianne. That's why I can't decide either. That's why I let everybody else decide. So, okay, let's, of course, grab like ahead of time to get either. Of course, I always double these up too, just to be on the safe side. Alright. And we'll leave a zip tie. Okay, so let's, and of course, this is going to be the directional ribbon. I think it won't matter with the cherry bow. So, I can't go over 4 inches. I don't want it to take up and hide everything on there. So, of course, I can always cut those a little shorter too. So we'll make that's 6 inches. It is going to matter. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and bring that up since it's directional. Well, never mind. Just see what she was going to do. Quit trying to complicate. Alright, make them matter. Which way they're going in the boats, right? Right. So we'll do that at 5. No, I didn't want to go over 4, but I do gotta make it a little bigger. I don't know. Better do that. We'll do 4.5. So, okay. See? I still can't make up my mind, Jill. Good. Take this out. Yeah. Okay, so just trying to get my loops about the same. We're just going to make our X like you do for the terry bow. Alright. We're going to come in with our black, and then we got to do a loop, so that means we do a tail. Alright. Make it as long as that. Twist. Bring that up. So tail, loop. Right. You're all good, Sandra. Right. This loop about the same size. And down here. So loop tail. Well, tail, loop, loop tail. Alright, and you're just making that X, y'all. Alright, so there's that. I'm gonna put several layers here. Alright, so we're gonna make this one a little shorter. Alright, or wait a minute. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Tail. I'm gonna make this one a little shorter. It'll be about 3.5 to 4. So back with the black, I think, again. As long as the loop, the 4 inches or whatever. As big as that. Twist. Like that. Should I make it center That ain't gonna look right. Yeah. Center with this. And again, keep your X where you got loop, tail, loop, tail. If it's a tail on the bottom, then do loop, tail, loop. Alright. Just gonna go ahead and bring this one in. And it will be the center. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and slide this up a little bit. Run the coat cleaner through. That way I can bring it all up at once. Alright, I'm gonna get my zip tie ready. That's alright. You want? Yeah, that's alright. I'm gonna grab it off. Now with a cherry bow, you have to put the zip tie through the center of the bow here. Alright. Put it inside there. Bring everything around so I can zip tie it in the back. Try to. For all your words. Alright. Now just sit here. Fluff it out. Kind of keep up with your X pattern. Then just come with the black in between. Put it in between the butterfly ones. Alright. So I got lay it back down here. Okay. So now get your scalloped one. Move that black over a little bit. Put that scallop kind of in between all them. Be afraid to manhandle. You have to. Should have put another red butterfly. That's what I should have done. Instead of that black. And that's probably what I'll go back and do, honestly. Right. More of that showing butterfly if I could. So I think instead of putting that second black in there, I'll go back and put the butterfly in. Alright. So we're just going to go through. Till it ends. Some of them may end up cutting shorter. Should do it on here. Get to looking at it all. Yeah, I'm definitely going to put another butterfly mix. It's really not a hard bow to do. It's just kind of hard when you get it like done. The hardest part is like getting it fluffed, so to say. But then again, it's not really that hard once you can look down on it and see what you're, doing. It isn't that hard. That's why I said, looking at this, I'm gonna do another like row of butterfly in here. I think it'll be prettier. So, but I'll do it after the live. Already keeping it on here long enough as it is. Next one won't be so hard because I'm just going to do a regular bow at the bottom, I think. Okay, so go in here. Basically, for this one, going over top of that first piece of mesh we put in, like the nubby there. I don't know. Maybe I don't need that other butterfly once you put it on here. Looks pretty good, actually. I might not do it, y'all. Looking at the bow itself, I think it did, but now getting it on here, I don't think it does. I don't want to flop it over. Way there. Sometimes I just kind of let them go where they want to go too, in a way. Okay. So, not that as much, but let's see if I can adjust this a bit. Maybe. Or that's not happening so much. Oh, I'll deal with it later. Okay. So there's that. Okay, and I think, should I do another cherry bow or a regular bow on the bottom, y'all? What do you think? Regular bow with tails, or keep it at a cherry bow? Do it regular bow, I'm gonna have to. Let's just do another cherry bow. think if I do another, like a longer bow, I'll definitely have to mess with the tails, and I really don't want to do that. So, the directional things, I've already kept you on here, like I said, long enough in order to try and show all that. As with this, it don't matter. Oh, well, thank you. I know, I love tails too. Nah, we'll go ahead and do another cherry bow. It's like I said, with the directional ribbon with a regular bow, you have to, you know, flip it all around and yada yada yada. So, take a little more time. Let's put it that way. I really don't want to try and do that at the moment. Alright, so loop, tail, tail loop, tail loop. Keep our X. Alright. We're going a little shorter with this one. Like we did on the last video. So loop, tail, tail, loop. With our X. Alright, our black again. Basically just using the same measurements we did on the last one. These are produced. There's that. Ready to go. That. Make this shorter because it's going to be the little center loop again. That's good. Alright. Okay. Lift this up. Slide pipe cleaner through. The bow. And grab the time. Remember, it needs to go through the center of this loop. Put your there on top of that. Hold it really tight. Keep your stack. You don't want to lose your stack. And stack means where you stacked all your ribbons. You don't want it to go all wonky. Then your bow won't look good. But if you lose that stack, you may as well just start over with your bow. Oh no! Way to go, Keri. You're supposed to have gotten one tail with that too. And I didn't. How did I do that? Yeah, make sure you get one tail to the side. The other side, rather. I didn't on this one. So, I'll have to put another zip tie in there. Because my dummy butt didn't make sure that one tail was on the other side. Yeah, just make sure you get the other loop there. Or the tail on one side. One tail on one side, one tail on the other. Of your zip tie. I didn't do that. That's why I'm doing the second zip tie. Missed it. Okay. Alright. So, that out of the way. Alright, and again, just come out, come all up. Just make sure we got a black between each butterfly, because that's our second layer. Alright, then our third layer was the scalloped edge, so I'm going to go in between the black and the butterfly. I'm going to do the same over here. Don't be afraid to pull on this. Got that zip tie in there. It ain't going to go anywhere, but just be careful with the scalloped edge. You will tear the edge. So, got the black, scalloped edge, butterfly, black, loop. Right. Bring that over. Like I said, just be careful with the scallop edge stuff because the trim, it tears easily. Then, go from there, place on the rest. You can kind of gauge where something needs to go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut this. It's not the biggest problem. Oh, well, whatever is easier for you. I basically learned using this, watching Michelle do her 3, 2, 1. Then I watched Damon do the funky bow. He puts a lot of ribbon in. And I've watched several others. Use the Deluxe Easy Bow when they do their bows. So It takes practice, I won't lie. Those are hard. You just gotta, and if you're practicing, I would get a cheaper ribbon to practice with. That way you can kind of use it over and over. And then once you feel comfy, use a little better ribbon, because I'm telling y'all, the wire in the ribbon is what makes your bow. A lot of your satin-like ribbons, the wire isn't that great in them. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of pretty satin ribbons, and I do use them. But they are tough to get a bow to look pretty, especially if you do tails. And this is going to be right here. But yeah, it took me a little while to get the bows down to, and I had to keep practicing and practicing. So you don't learn this stuff like overnight, that's for sure. For sure. Okay. Let's see if we can get this on easy. And I can let you people go. I've kept you on here forever. That's pretty cool. I guess it's, everybody is different. Everybody's different in how they learn. So definitely do what you're more comfortable with. This here. I'll go back and pull out my ribbon here. Way it stands out. I probably should have cut it longer, actually. But I don't want that to be the star of the show too, in the center. So, right, Keri. Oh, sure. Sure, for sure. Come on. Okay, I think. I hope. Alright, let me bring you all up a little bit without me tripping over everything. 4% better. Perfect. Little guys. Honest to goodness, I don't know about a wreath. Hope that wasn't dark this whole time. Ooh, it is on me. Okay. Now I can hold it up and be able to see what I'm doing. Okay. So, it's going to be kind of hard to, but there it is, y'all. That turned out gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I do. I love it. I love it. Definitely. Wish I had a few more butterflies. I might order a couple and add some more in there, but in the center. But I do. I love it. That's big, pretty. Love it, love it. Yay! Okay. All right. Whoop whoop. One of your favorites. Yay! All right. Sorry. It is huge. I'll have to measure it. But yeah, thanks, guys. Sorry I kept you on here so long, but um, I was going to make the bows ahead of time, like I said, but I wasn't sure how big to make them and all that because I was making this live. I didn't do anything other than what you seen on the board, just to kind of guess, how I wanted it to look. So, but I will let you all go and I will catch you in 2 more Tuesdays. Thanks again, y'all.